Welcome back everyone to the next installment of Valkyria Chronicles. We managed to recover Brule, but we have a big fight coming up. The clash at Nagyar. On the eve of battle. Let's go right into it.
After wresting it from the Empire's control, Squad 7 left Brule for Nagyar, the stage for this war's grandest battle. Even as they traveled, an increasing number of soldiers streamed into both camps. Both sides braced to feel the brunt of the other's army in the fight for all of Gallia.
General, as I've said 100 times now, I strongly recommend a change of tactics. With the disparity in numbers, it's lunacy to send the Gallian forces on an all-out attack. We'd stand better chances centered around our defensive holdings, fending off advances.
The enemy have gathered in one place for us. We can't let this chance slip by. If we win this one battle, we'll be able to kick those imps out of Gallia for good.
General, we lack the manpower to break through an enemy force that large.
If we're short on soldiers, why aren't you out drafting more farmhands for us?
Do you honestly plan to let our countrymen die needlessly out there?
When attack, if not now, Varrot? We will win this battle. We must. We'll throw everything Gallia's got at them. A few casualties are going to be inevitable. If you've got time to sit there fretting, go light a fire under those yokels of yours.
Understood. I will do my best.
You know, I don't think I like Damon very much.
Sorry I'm late.
We deploying?
We're still on standby. I'm figuring we'll get the order to move out a bit past noon.
Gotcha!
Is everybody ready to go?
All set and waiting for the word, but it sure looks like the enemy's got us in numbers.
They do. The invading front's nearly all here. This one's gonna be a major battle.
I've made my peace with it and all, but seeing them all lined up out there's heavy.
Guys, can I say something? I grew up in an orphanage. I don't have a family, and I always thought I was alone. But Welkin showed me I was wrong. That I wasn't alone at all. Not anymore. The Sevens are... You guys are my family now.
The squad's your family.
Before a big battle like this, it's scary. I figure I feel just like all of you do. But when I think I'm here alongside my family, I feel strong enough to fight.
Family, huh? My old folks are gone, and I got no siblings, but I bet this is what it's like. Of course, any siblings of mine would have grown up a lot better acting than you lot.
Sounds odd to say it, but you're right. And I bet Isara's watching over us all.
All right, let's go do this.
Yeah, let's go put holes in those tanks.
Yeah, then let's all come back here together.
We'll get through this fight and see Gallia free again on the other side.
Which brings us to the Iron-Willed Valkyria. Oh boy.
Your Grace, all troops have arrived at Nagyar in adopted combat positions. This time we'll crush their feeble army and see your Grace to the doorstep of Randgries.
Make it so. Silvaria, you have never failed me in your loyalties thus far. I exist because you exist, one aside the other. You go with my trust.
Sir, your Grace, you are too kind. I was a worthless wretch before you brought me into the light of your Grace's company. Estranged from my parents before I could know them, thrown into that research facility. the object of heinous experiments and deprived of human contact. But your grace took me from that place, raised me to be a human before Valkyria.
Then awaken the powers within you. I betrayed the trust you placed in me.
No, Grace. Once I learned that the Valkyria's powers stir only when the body faces death. I didn't hesitate a moment. I would gladly pierce this breast again, even now. When you granted me the shield and the lance from the ruins, I became Valkyria only for you. Never until then had I thought to feel pride in the Valkyria's blood within me.
Now is the time to show the world the power that blood holds. Go forth, Silvaria. Bring victory to my army.
Yes, sir!
That's an interesting bit of backstory. Salvaria Destroyer. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I think I got this.
Tanks at 015. Gallian forces approaching. Approximately 2 regiments.
Silly fools. Now feel the power of the Valkyrie. My Lord Maximilian, this time we will win. I promise you.
Oh, I got a real good feeling about this one. Showdown at Nagyar 1, implying that even when I beat this mission, we're not done.
This is a full-scale showdown against the Empire's entire invasion force. Here are the details.
The Imperial forces are holed up in an expansive network of trenches across the Nagyar plain. Our soldiers have also been working to dig trenches, but the folks upstairs have issued an order for an all-out attack. Do your best to avoid enemy fire as you make your way into their trenches, then commence your offensive. Your objective is the occupation of the enemy's base camp. You'll notice there's a broad patch of no man's land between their trenches and ours, wide open to heavy bombing. If our intel is right, they have off-site, long-range rockets trained on the area. They can't hit you inside those trenches, but more or less the entire flatland area will be caught in the blast. We think the order to fire is being issued from the enemy's camp midway across the combat area. If you occupy the right camp, you should be able to prevent any more rockets from coming in. Furthermore, because of their inability to avoid those rockets, you won't have your tanks to start with this time. Once you stop the rockets, the tanks can be deployed. Until then, it's up to the foot soldiers to take that camp. I don't know how necessary these extra characters will be, but at the very least they give me some more command points. Oh boy.
It's time to begin the operation. I ask that you give me 100% on this one.
Yeah.
Well, here we are, I guess. That enemy camp looks awfully well protected.
This one's going to come down to slipping past the enemy fire and into their lines.
Lieutenant Gunther, that Valkyria from Boreas has been sighted here as well. The Eastern Front is suffering debilitating losses to her as we speak.
Are you serious?
It's possible she'll head this way before much longer. Keep your eyes open.
Oh my god. Yeah, just dodge those rockets, it'll be fine.
Rest easy. I'm on it.
Yeah, for once, I'm not doing a scout first.
Jump into that trench.
Fool. Jeez, that's a lot of shots.
I'm just warming up.
Yeah.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Alright, now let's get Alicia moving.
Charge! Charge!
Enemy unit spotted! Enemy unit spotted!
The undercarriage is blown.
My turn, okay?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Enemy unit spotted! Enemy unit spotted!
Squad 7, I'll leave that zone to you.
Enemy sighted! Enemy units... Think you can stop me?
Could have used that a little earlier. Yeah, where's your cover now, buddy? Next, let's get Ike on this.
We've never faced numbers like this before. Don't stop once you leave the trench.
You think that's enough to stop me?
Thanks.
No problem, boss.
Alright, here we go.
Please hold out just a little longer.
Damn, that stings.
Bang, bang, baby! I'll help too!
Oh, Alicia actually helped. That's great. I forgot about that.
No problem, boss. We're just getting warmed up.
Good, I barely got scratched.
Let's do this!
And that's so satisfying.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Sir, we've occupied the Midway camp.
Good. That means they can't call in any more rocket salvos.
Hey.
So here you are. How have you been since Varis?
Oh no, the Valkyria's arrived!
I need to pay you back for that defeat.
Lieutenant, the Valkyria appears to be making her way to our base camp.
It's too dangerous to confront her directly. What are your orders?
All right. Continue your attack as before. If we take their base camp, she may fall back.
Man, that's a risk.
It's a race to see which of us can capture the other one's flag first. You probably can't stop her, but sending a few tank rounds her way may slow her down.
Shooting a tank round at a person may slow her down.
There are dips and divots across the field. Hide your tank in those and snipe at her.
Understood. We'll try our best, Captain.
We're reinforcements.
Gives us the advantage.
Entering combat. Now.
Oh, get wrecked, Same of the Younger.
Man down.
Well, I'm
Hostile
not
sighted.
necessarily sure how necessary this will be.
Keep abreast of the situation.
Way ahead of you.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Be extremely cautious.
This tank feels pretty good in terms of speed.
Now, run! Go, go, go!
Oh, really? Okay, there we go. Requesting reinforcements.
Die!
Jeez. That sound when she runs. Oh, could you not approach my tanks, please?
Is that what that woman's capable of? If we're hit with that, it's all over. We need to proceed with extreme caution. Stay in those trenches as you make for their camp. Underminer fire!
Oh, get out of here. Nice dodge. Good thing I have very little HP. Again, don't scare me like that. Too bad I can't counterattack. Seriously, could you not? Alright, let's set ourselves up. Orders demolition boost for... yeah, Aika, because she's farther ahead.
This is an order! Destroying the target is your top priority!
And while we're here, let's also put on... yeah, defense. I think I'm going to need
This
this.
is an order!
You can see the tank over in the distance.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself!
I do not need to get mowed down.
Right, here I go. I see one.
Are you doing all right?
Enemy spotted.
No way. But...
Bang, bang, baby.
that was not a kill.
You think that's enough to stop me?
Well, if I'm going to use the resist crossfire, now's the time, right? So I have two things to take care of. One,
Perfect.
Who are these guys?
Right, here I go.
and two. See ya.
Perfect.
There we go.
Yes! We've occupied their base camp.
Ugh. Those fools let them through. Fine. It's a mere delay. We've made a good start in this battle. His Grace will be pleased.
Sir, the Valkyria appears to be retreating. We're saved.
I love that. We win a battle. One person runs away. Oh, thank God.
Lieutenant, excellent work out there. Sending that monster back was a salvation for us. That said, our side has suffered heavy losses. They are the clear victors of this first round.
Got that enemy ace. ZM car 4. And a medal.
What is she? Some kind of monster?
That's a Valkyria's real power.
We were able to occupy their main camp, but took massive losses. Alicia, we can't hold it. We're undermanned. We have to call for additional troops.
Right. I'll go gather the rest of the squad.
Was that a shoulder shot?
Alicia!
Alicia!
It can't be. We got them all.
We don't have time to go search. We've got to get Alicia out of here.
Come on, boss. Gotta move. Bring Alicia.
Alicia!
Chapter 14. Loss within victory.
Personnel and glossary. But that raises questions. Why not go for Welkin, the leader of the squad? Why go for Alicia, and why carefully aim at a non-vital area? Well, first of all, let's go to HQ. Actually, let me save, just in the off chance I get a Lancer weapon this time. I would like that. Assuming I get a weapon at all. Okay, let's go in. Audience hall first.
Lieutenant, for your...
Yeah, it's not a damn medal. They say medal, and it's just like whatever it is. So mags M3R. I've gotten 1R weapons before, so this must be the upgrade. Again with the sniper rifle, though. I mean, I'm not going to complain about a Brondel 3, or GSR 3, excuse me.
May your allegiance...
This is not what I want, though. Well, I reloaded the game. Let's see what we get this time. Yeah, this time we're opening with a rifle. A scout rifle, a Galleon 3R. That's new for me. Again with the mags, though. They can't get enough of those. Oh, it was only one mags, so I guess the other one weapon is the sniper rifle. Alright. Everything but the Lancer, but I haven't gotten the Galleon version, so I guess I'll take it. War Cemetery?
Hello. I'll teach you artillery support today.
Okay.
Use it to call down a barrage of artillery fire that covers the entire combat zone. Well, what is your decision?
Of course, sir. 15k. Now I can't level up the scouts again. Alright. You wouldn't happen to weirdly have anything else on top of all this, would you? Okay, not surprising, but I'll take any unique commands when I can get them. Let's go to R&D.
Well,
I'll open with the tanks. Ah. Okay. Drive System 6. Still no attack support. Unreal. Okay, Shamrock time. Nope. Aha, firepower upgrades.
here you...
Flame intensifier. treads another. Let's get a spare tread. That's a big one. Oh, spare belt, excuse me. No attack support at all. Speaking of attack support, let's get a load of our rifles. Nope. Our machine guns. There we go. Look at how expensive this is, though. This is rough. But you like the new models on these things? They just look cool. Look at that. M3 to M10. I don't know what happened. Mag 2, Mag 10. Yeah, Lancers are good. Sniper, here we go. I really do like the way the pictures actually are different, if subtly. I mean, the left gun is, yeah, the left and middle are clearly different, but the right, there's a little bit bigger clip size. Oh right, flamethrowers. Now we're talking. That's not the model I care for, though. Hand grenades, finally. Uniforms, probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. Well, I spent my money. Although I will go into the squad barracks just to make sure that we're using the standard flamethrowers. Oh yeah, that unique one. But whatever. That's enough for the squad barracks. Again, I do not expect anybody to be in the command room. Yeah, nobody. Eh. I should scroll the other way, I think.
I'm Niels.
See you on the field.
Come back.
Okay, training. I can no longer upgrade my scouts. That is unfortunate.
Train all you want.
I am so close, but I can't quite pull it off. And I can't do troopers plus lancers. Unless I go with lancers plus engineers, and I don't care much about engineers, I'm gonna have to upgrade just one thing. Maybe I will do the lancers.
Bite the bullet.
Nothing to show for it. Oh well. Let's see what the new rumors are.
Hey!
Both armies march on Nagyar. The Gallian army engaged the Empire at Nagyar on the 20th in the start of what promises to be an all-out confrontation. The opposing armies combine to number several tens of thousands as both nations' principal forces clash. Details from the battlefield are still sparse, but our investigation shows that the offensive launched against the Empire's right flank was completely wiped out by armored units led by Imperial General Salvaria Bless. Bless, said to be descended from the ancient Valkyria, has single-handedly defeated every squad Gallia has sent her way since the hostilities at Nagyar began. The Gallian army has yet to officially comment on the situation. I mean, what do you do about this? National exams brought to halt. Gallian government officials announced on the 17th that Gallian qualifying examinations for all trades will be cancelled. The ongoing conflict has made safe and fair testing an impossibility, authorities related at a press conference. The cancelled tests correspond to qualifications for 6 trades, with the baker trade being the oldest. Gallian law has long required every baker to train under a Meister until he or she passes the national exams to become a Meister and operate their own bakery in turn. For the sake of Gallia's future bakers, as for all the nation's people, it is imperative that this war end as soon as possible. Oh, new material, hey! War without weapons. On Rosie. Thanks a million is right. Okay, now we're talking, but look at my money. That leaves us with glossary stuff and the new report. Well, we'll take care of the report next time when I'm more adequately prepared, but for now it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We managed to win our portion of the great climactic battle against the Empire, but then Alicia weirdly got shot in a non-vital area, and no one else in Squad 7 got shot even though we were all sitting ducks, and Rosie said that she was pretty sure that the Imperials were cleared out of our area. That's bizarre. I guess we're gonna have to look more into this. Until next time, everyone.